Hello everyone, welcome to the Finance Wisdom channel. In this video, we will talk about 6 essential tips that will help you make money out of debt. If you are new to this channel, do like and subscribe to the channel. Debt is defined as money owed by one person to another. It can be in the form of a loan, such as a mortgage or credit card debt, or service, such as utility bills or medical expenses. Debts are typically paid over time with interest, and they can significantly impact a person's financial stability, although many people view all debt as bad. There are 2 types of debt, good debt and bad debt. Good debt is debt used to purchase items that will appreciate or generate income. Bad debt is used to buy things that will depreciate, such as a car or a boat. While both types of debt can help achieve financial goals, it's essential to be aware of the difference between the two. Of course, we will focus more on the good debt in this video. How will you make money out of debt? We will give you 6 essential tips. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. First, reduce your bad debt. We all know that debt can be a drag on our finances. But did you know that you can use debt to your advantage? By carefully managing your debts, you can save money and improve your financial situation. The key is to focus on reducing your bad debts first. Bad debts carry a high interest rate and are not tax deductible. These include credit card debts and personal loans. You can save money on interest payments and free up cash flow by paying off these debts. You may be surprised at how much money you can save. Additionally, by reducing your bad debts, you can also improve your credit score, saving your money in the long run. So if you're looking to get out of debt and improve your financial situation, focus on reducing your bad debts first. Second, borrowing to build your wealth. Borrowing money can be a great way to finance a major purchase, such as a home or a car. But did you know that it can also be a tool for building your wealth? When used wisely, debt can help you earn more money and reach your financial goals faster. For example, let's say you want to buy a rental property. By taking out a loan, you can purchase the property without using your own money. This allows you to put 100% of your savings into other investments, such as stocks or mutual funds. And if the rental property generates enough income, you may even be able to pay off the loan entirely within a few years. In this way, debt can be a powerful tool for building your wealth. Another example is, let's say you borrow $10,000 to invest in a business. If that business is successful, you could earn a return on your investment that is much higher than the interest rate you are paying on the loan. And that return can help to build your wealth over time. Of course, it's important only to borrow what you can afford to repay and choose low-interest loans. But used wisely, debt can be an effective way to jumpstart your path to financial success. Debt recycling is the third tip. Debt recycling is a strategy that can help achieve financial goals. It involves using the equity in your home to pay off other debts, such as credit cards or personal loans. This can free up cash flow and reduce the overall interest you're paying on your debt. Debt recycling can also be used to invest in property or shares. The funds from your home loan are used to purchase an investment property or shares. The rental income or dividends received are then used to help pay off the loan. This strategy can be a great way to boost your investment portfolio and grow your wealth. However, it's essential to make sure you have a solid plan before taking on any debt. If not managed carefully, debt can quickly get out of control and become a significant burden. Speak to a financial advisor to determine if debt recycling is proper for you. One example of debt recycling is using the proceeds from a loan to repay other debts. This can be an effective way to reduce the total amount of interest that you pay over time. For instance, let's say that you have 3 different loans with interest rates of 5%, 7%, and 9%. If you use the proceeds from a new loan to repay the debt with the highest interest rate, in this case the 9% loan, you can save money on interest payments in the long run. In addition, debt recycling can also help you free up cash flow by consolidating multiple debts into one monthly payment. When done correctly, debt recycling can be a helpful tool for managing your overall financial picture. Fourth, use the power of leverage. Leverage is the force that magnifies the work output of a machine or tool. The concept of leverage is often used in investing. It refers to the use of debt or other financial instruments to increase the potential return of an investment. For example, you have $100,000 to invest. You could choose to support it all in a single stock and hope the storage goes up in value. Or you could decide to leverage your $100,000 by borrowing $250,000 and investing $350,000 in a basket of different stocks. If the value of the stocks goes up by 10%, then your investment will be worth $385,000. That's a return of almost 29% on your investment. Of course, if the stock's values goes down, you will lose money. But if you're diversified and pick good stocks, then leverage can help you make a lot of money. Fifth, use debt to fund your education. There's no denying that a college education can be expensive. But there are several ways to finance your education, including loans, scholarships, and grants. One option that you may want to consider is using debt to finance your education. You can pay off your debt and earn money in the long run. There are several benefits to using debt to finance your education. First, you'll be able to get the education you want without worrying about the upfront cost. Second, you can use debt to invest in your future by earning a degree to help you get a better job and make more money. Third, you can use debt to pay for other expenses such as room and board, books, and supplies. And fourth, you can use debt to consolidate other debts such as credit card debt or student loans. Using debt to finance your education can be a wise financial decision to help you achieve your long-term goals. Lastly, you can use debt to buy a business. A lot of people are opposed to the idea of taking on debt. Still, sometimes it's a necessary evil when it comes to business. If you're smart about it, you can use debt to buy a business and then have the money to pay it off quickly. Of course, this only works if you're earning enough money from the business to make the payments. But if you are, then debt can be a great way to get your business up and running without coming up with all the money yourself. Just be sure that you have a solid plan for making the payments, or you could end up in a worse shape than when you started. Debt can be a significant financial burden, but it can also be a tool to help you earn money. If you are strategic about your debt, you can use it to your advantage. For example, take Kylie Jenner. It's estimated that she is worth around $900 million. However, she didn't just come into this world with a silver spoon in her mouth. She borrowed $250,000 from a family friend to start her now successful makeup line in 2015. This was a risky move, but it paid off in the end. Other examples of artists have borrowed money to achieve their dreams. Lady Gaga, for instance, took out a $5 million loan to finance her debut album. At the time, she was just another struggling artist trying to make it in the music industry. However, she eventually rose to the top of the charts. She became one of the most successful musicians in the world. Borrowing money to achieve your dreams is certainly a risk, but it can pay off big. Thank you for watching. I hope you have learned something from this video. If you like this video, do give us a like, subscribe to the channel, and comment down below. Thank you and goodbye.